Chew, chew, chew. Welcome back to the Silly Kitchen. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, and that way you will not miss any of these delicious recipes. Today I want to show you how to make a delicious turkey burger, and we're doing something a little different. I am gonna use turkey sausage meat to make the patties. There's a really great turkey farmer locally to me, Haters. Shout out. I always have a couple of packages of sausage in my freezer, so I've thawed these guys out and we're gonna make patties out of the sausage meat. The other couple things that you need for ingredients is lettuce, blue cheese, your favorite buffalo sauce, cucumber. Now, this might be a small cucumber to those watching. If you wanna use regular cucumber, go for it. But I like actually slicing these the long way for this recipe, kind of like you're doing slices of pickles on a burger, but we're doing cucumber. So I'm just gonna do those right now before we start touching the meat. But yeah, just kind of nice long slices like this so that they fit onto our burger perfectly. And what do you do with those end pieces? You never waste food. Just snack on them while you're cooking. Okay, did I mention we need a bun and cheese? I would highly recommend a spicy cheese. I'm using a jalapeno Monterey Jack for this one. It'll complement kind of the crunch and deliciousness of the cucumber with a little bit of heat and that beautiful flavor from the turkey. All right, let me finish these and then we'll get cooking. All right, time to open these sausages up. And the thing that I love about Hater sausage that they do a little bit differently than I've seen other sausages is the casing. It's really easy to take the meat out of the casing here. And I mean, I do eat these as sausages, but these are already seasoned. They're easy to take out, like I said. It's just a different consistency when using this as your ground meat for a burger patty as opposed to just using regular ground turkey, which they also offer. I just found the flavor in this is beautiful. And I'm using original, but they do have other flavors too, so you can play around with that. So we've got all our meat in there. Here's the other fun part. You don't actually need to add anything to the turkey meat here because it's already seasoned. It already has the consistency that I want. So all I'm doing is taking 2 of the sausages and turning it into a circle because we're gonna put these on a frying pan and cook them that way. So all I'm doing is kind of making like a giant meatball. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use 2 of the sausages in each patty here. You could do them smaller if you want. And we're just gonna have 2 giant burgers, 2 giant turkey burgers here. So just make sure you're getting it all mixed together so that it doesn't fall apart on us. I'm not adding any binders because again, as sausage meat, it already sticks together really nicely. So we've got burgers ready to go. One's a little smaller than the other though. Let me fix that. I want even burgers. All right, let's head over to our frying pan and get these cooking. Turkey meat does not have very much fat in it. It is very lean, so we do need a little bit of olive oil or cooking oil in the bottom of your pan. Warm up on medium-high heat before we place our burgers on there. Once the temperature has come up on our pan, I am ready to put my burgers in. I'm just gonna take some of that oil to make sure. You should hear a little sizzle, that way you know the pan is hot. And you're probably thinking, Oh, Sylvia, these look like meatballs right now. I know, we gotta squish them down and make them burgers. One squish and two squish. Now that looks more like a burger, doesn't it? I've left them on the one side for about 4 minutes before I go ahead and give it a flip. I don't want to touch it too much because look at that beautiful crispy color you get. Now you can give them an extra squish. It's a little easier to squeeze them now that we have that crusty base if you want to thin out your burger a little bit. I think a ratio of burger to bun is so important. So if you have a big bun, I want a meaty bite every single time. Let's turn down the heat a little bit to low and let these finish cooking all the way through. I'm gonna take one of my burgers out and just cook one for the final product. And this gives me room in my pan to toast up my buns. Get all that beautiful juice. And let's give our buns a little toast here. Our buns are ready. Our final step here is let's melt the cheese onto the burger. Now, how do you melt that cheese in the fry pan without overcooking your burger? Give it a cover. That keeps all the steam in and all the heat in so we can get a nice melt on that cheese. While that cheese is melting on the burger, this is the perfect time to now build your burger. So let's start with lettuce on the bottom, some of those beautiful cucumber slices. I'm gonna go with 3 of them, 3.5 maybe. And that is our setup for the burger to come on top, and then we're gonna dress it even more. Here is our turkey burger with melted cheese on top. I am such a fan of cheese. I'm such a fan of this. Let's continue on. We are going to add blue cheese dressing on top of our burger. Drizzle it all over, as much or as little as you want. And we need some of that buffalo Tabasco to add some heat. Woohoo! And again, guys, recipes are ideas. So if you want to change this up ever so slightly, if you're like, I'm not into blue cheese, use ranch. I'm not into buffalo, use something else. This is, my mouth is watering. This is my kind of turkey burger. We put the lid on top of the burger and we are ready to give this baby its new home in my tummy. It's all over my face, isn't it? I'm gonna get this off my face. I didn't say this burger wasn't messy. It is so good, so juicy, a little bit of heat from the cheese and the Tabasco, and then you've got that refreshing crunch with the lettuce and the cucumber coming out, and that beautiful turkey sausage flavor in the middle. I hope you are enjoying some kind of delicious burger, if not this one, in your very near future. Thank you for watching The Silly Kitchen. Always appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time.